I mean this with all respect, and I don't want him to take this the wrong way. But Kanye, us Americans, we do not care about your wife's boobies or your wife's vag. I hope that doesn't insult you. I don't follow these people, so I had heard something in media years ago that there was a woman he was with that looked like Kim Kardashian or something like that, but I didn't even know he was like married to this person. We don't care. Obviously, we've been talking about Selena Gomez and how she's been crying for her people. You have these, I think they're called angel moms and things like that, who have lost their kids to illegal immigrants who have done heinous things to their children. How disgusted we are with the response from Selena Gomez. You know, when you have people say, oh, she's not educated. Yeah, she's not formally educated, but there's plenty of people out there who are not formally educated. Maybe you have a veteran that never pursued college, or just a simple person out there, blue-collar workers. You don't need the formal education to make you intelligent. She just happens to not be formally educated and also not be intelligent. So it's not an education formal necessarily, because we have plenty of idiots out there who are your woke liberals out there who went to an elite college and they're dumb as hell. So that doesn't necessarily necessitate anything. I think that what the last election showed America, and should have shown a lot of the Democratic Party, is that we are not on the same page. We don't care about the same things. We don't care about your opinion because you are Selena Gomez. We don't value, or a lot of America is not valuing your opinion because, quite frankly, it's not correct. And it's insulted a lot of people who have become victims to things. We're not interested in the celebrity opinion. And I think for a long time, we have glorified these people. And I don't know why America was doing that. If anything, I think the last election has showed us that we do not care about those things. Harris had Beyonce up on the stage and other women up on the stage, and they were singing and twerking, and as it turned out, America didn't actually care about the twerking and the boobies and all that. We actually care about other issues, believe it or not. And I think that all of that's tied together. So when you have Kanye get up on the stage or the Grammys or whatever and be like, this is my wife's boobies, don't you care? The answer is no, we don't. I think we made that perfectly clear in the last election. One party was talking about issues that we wanted to see as a country resolved in this country, and that a lot of that has started its process since Trump has taken office, and the other party was going twerking, boobies. Look at the twerking and the boobies. Don't you care? And what we said is no, we don't, I think that Hollywood just doesn't get it. My dad, say hello, found an article that was talking about, was it Selena Gomez that it was talking about? Where you found that comment about the Grammys or the celebs?
There's certain things I need in life.
That he found a comment, and it was someone in the comment section of this article that wrote it very well. And they said something along the line of, I've needed a doctor in my life. I've needed a lawyer in my life. I've needed a mechanic in my life. I've needed a pilot in my life. I've needed a plumber in my life. I've needed prayer in my life. But I have not needed a celebrity to do something for me. That has never come to fruition. It's like these are people that we have been idolizing for all the wrong reasons. And I think that we have shown through the last election, as a very simple thing, because I feel all these things are connected. Kanye with the boobies, with all that on the Grammys, is very comparable to this idea of look at Beyonce, look at the twerking, look at all this. And what we have shown is that we have rejected that. We actually have issues that we care about in this country to get resolved that were more important than the boobies. And I think Hollywood is upset about that. They're like, what do you mean? You don't care. And, America spoke. And Trump was elected not only as the electoral win, but also the majority win. Behold, neighbor with lots of flags. I always tell you about my neighbor with the flags, but I will show you a nice zoom in of the flags. My cool neighbor with all the flags. You are cool. There's also a ton of gaslighting. I think it was at the Grammys again. You had, one of the celebs make a comment about like DEI is great and DEI has saved the world and been transformative. We have never had an issue in this country. The Republican Party has never had an issue with other minds and other cultures bringing different perspectives on things. What we do have an issue is with people who are unqualified for positions, who are then in charge of taking care of the safety of the country, or other positions who are not fit for the job. Your skin color, your orientation, your religion, whatever it is about you that you feel is different and unique should not make up for a deficit in your qualities of can you do the job. That is where we start to crumble as a country. And the answer is, at the end of the day, I want to know that the doctor I go to got into the school they did because their qualifications were strong, not because of some reasoning of their lifestyle that made up for the reason they can't pass the exams. I want to make sure that the doctor I go to can save my life. I don't care in that moment about anything else about the doctor. All I care is that they can save me. A lot of people are talking about Beyonce and the country thing with the album. And again, I don't really follow that information, so I'm not even 100% sure what occurred there, just something about a country album and Beyonce. And we live in a society today where there's a lot of like rhetoric, like, you're not letting her speak, or you're not letting her speak because she's a certain, race, and you didn't want her to win this award because of race. It's like we also live in a type of society where, Beyonce or someone or a celebrity can come out and say, I would like to be a fighter pilot or a brain surgeon. And then the Republican Party will come back and say something like, but ma'am, you're not trained in that. You never went to medical school, or you never went through the academy or something like that to be trained in the specific field. And then the other party will come back and say, you are a racist. You're racist for thinking that. And then they'll change it like, oh, it's because they were oppressed and they didn't have the opportunity to go to fighter jet school. It's like there will always be some twisting of it. And we need to bring things back to a sense of logic in this country. And I think that we're starting to do that, Again, I'm a little bit not following things as closely, but apparently like something with the DNC, there was some guy and he got on stage and he was explaining different things of people and identification, and it was very, very confusing. And then there were people in the background and they were all like nodding their head. And as a lot of the other commentators have pointed out who do type of political content, that was not an SNL skit. But all I saw was like a guy and he was talking about different words, and then there was other people in the background and everyone was nodding, and I am very, very confused. But yeah. But I would like to thank the Democratic National Convention, is that what they're called? Yes, for giving them a very good head start. I think they're doing very well. I can definitely see why a lot of people would want to vote Democrat for sure. And I will end this video with a poetic zoom in of an iguana. Behold, iguana. I will also end this by showing me and saying thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon in my next video, and bye!